looking fresh is one that has put thought into their outfit for that day. But that's not to say that, homeboy wearing a red shirt and yellow pants that day just because he looks comfortable is fly. My name is Don. I was born and raised in the Bay Area, spent 5 years in LA going to UCLA as well as being a concert freelance photographer. That was awesome for a while, but it was pretty inconsistent work. And so ultimately I moved back home to the Bay Area. And now we currently work in tech via mobile marketing.
So I feel like you have a pretty good sense of style. Would you say that's something that you were born with?
I think that it's not something I was necessarily born with. I think thinking back to like middle and high school, I've always had an affinity towards fashion, but could never really buy the pieces that I'd like higher end denim or like the Air Forces that I now currently own. Ultimately, I don't think I was born with it, but it slowly refined as I was exposed to the different audiences that I've lived amongst, and especially in LA. A lot of people dress to impress, and especially being on stage, I had to dress the part.
So, and speaking of styles, what are like the foundational stuff that you need to know?
Understanding your skin tone and what works well with your skin tone is definitely one of the biggest factors. Lighter colors generally work better with darker skins, as well as more flamboyant colors such as like green and red. And that's not to say that lighter skinned people can't wear that. It just generally looks better on darker skinned people than not. For light skinned people, we have the flip side. We have the converse of that. We are able to wear dark colors such as olives and navies and blacks even perhaps a bit better than those with darker skin. Some other things to keep in mind is like proper color blocking. If you notice, a lot of people wear black and white and gray. The reason that is so is because they're all so easy to match, but you can bring that a bit further, right? Here's where some color theory comes into play. Nowadays, something that I really like to dress along the lines of are earth tones. And so olives, tans, blacks, grays, things that create one neutral palette but are all cohesive together. On the flip side of that, you can also utilize contrasting colors. And so, for example, blue and yellow are opposite colors on the color wheel. They match great together. It's a combo that I often utilize as well. Is either a blue hat with a tan sweater or flannel. But the one thing about my fashion, at least, is that I never like to have multiple statement pieces. And so in this example, what my flannel would be the statement piece, right? Everything else should be kind of be an accessory to that. The hat would be an accessory to that. The pants would be an accessory to that. Having two statement pieces just says I'm trying too hard. Whereas when you have one, everything's kind of cohesive.
Is the statement piece only the shirt, or can it be the hat? Can it be the pants?
It can definitely be the hat. It can definitely be the pants. It can even be the shoes. Statement piece could be anything. It all depends on what statement pieces you have and how loud you want them to be.
What are the essentials that everyone should own?
Well-fitting pair of pants, either chinos or jeans. T-shirts that match your personal style. For me, it's black, gray, navy, and white T-shirts. And then lastly, a hat, whether it be a beanie, a snapback, a dad cap, any color, really just expands your wardrobe and allows for that I'm sporty look or the pragmatic use of keeping the sun out of your face.
For someone who just bought all of these items, how should they be putting their clothes together?
It's understanding what color palettes you like, getting the staples there, and then from there you can just throw on. So if I have a black, white, gray T-shirt, I can throw on one of my olive bombers. I can throw on one of my tan jackets. I can throw on one of my black jackets because I have a contrasting color for all of that, right? Something that never fails me is a white T-shirt with blue jeans or a gray T-shirt with blue jeans. Those two work dummy well together. It's just simple but comforting. And makes you look like presentable for the day.
Can you share your definition of what looking fresh means?
Yeah, my definition of looking fresh, it suits the environment. It follows some basic strategies of either color blocking or skin tone matching, and incorporates, a statement piece. And if I saw someone following any of that, I would say that guy looks fresh.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all that you know about fashion.
Yeah, of course.